Thank you, madam. Good morning, all. I am Hari Prakash, working in this college in the English department as associate professor. So, my topic here today for you is about the physical health and related activities. Okay. So, what is this? So, what is the topic related to? So, it is about the physical health. So, what we actually mean by this physical health? And how we achieve this physical health. This is what I am going to talk about in this coming few minutes, maybe up to 45 minutes to 1 hour. So what is it? So what we are talking here, so it is physical health is more related to the healthy, being healthy body, is it not? So we normally get this idea physical health means, we mean that it is about being healthy body, the physical body. We are talking about the physical body, right? Being healthy. So we have to ensure that our body, our health is healthy. Being fit, so we say that being, we need to be fit, we need to be physically fit. So that is what being fit physically, that's what we mean by physical health. Do we mean, we normally, when we talk about physical fitness, we associate our feeling to the muscle strength, is it not? So muscle strength, strong, being strong. So maybe many of you may be thinking the physical health means it is about going to gym, building muscles, being strong. So there is lot of importance given to say the physical fitness in terms of the, what the body, right? They measure the biceps, the men, if it is men, normally boys, they give a lot of importance. If it is physical fitness means going to gym, building a body, having a good figure. So that's what we mean normally. So is it really that? Do we really mean that physical fitness? Do we really mean that? Or is it just, are we talking about the muscle strength, how much weight I can lift, what is my chest size, what is my biceps, what is my waist size, what is my body weight? Is it that we mean actually? Yes, we will see that whether we actually mean that. Yes, having just the physical fitness in that terms may not be complete, it is not just sufficient. So we mainly mean being healthy, as healthy mind also. The body and mind is related. So whatever, we may have a very good physique, we may be, or we may have a very good muscle strength, our figure may be perfect, but if we don't have the healthy mind, it may not lead to be healthy. It does not consider being healthy. So healthy is not that. Healthy mainly means we are free of diseases, we are free of any ailments, we are free of any mental illness also, right? So that is the, the holistic meaning of physical health. So mind and body is related. So having a good healthy body also will have a healthy mind, but we need to do something more to keep our mind healthy always. It does not mean always that if your body is more healthy, our mind is also healthy, right? But something extra we need to do to keep our mind healthy. So why we need this? Why we need uh, the physical health? Why? Why are we taking this topic in your induction program? Why it is talked about more? Right? Maybe at your age, very less number of people, very less students may think of it, because when you come to this age, 18, 20, normally people are normally healthy. normally, even otherwise. But normally people will think about being healthy later on their age, in the middle age, when they start getting problems. So it is not necessary that you have to think about physical health only in your middle age. It should start from the very beginning, right? So you need to be. So why we are talking about this? Why we are talking about physical health? It is to be happy. So if your physical body is healthy, you are physically fit, you are always happy, is it not? So being happiness is not just related to the middle age. So normally people have an illusion that I am healthy. So normally in the very young age, people seem that yes, I am healthy. I am, it is a illusion. So you need to be, thinking more about being physically fit. It is not just the in the young age when we don't do anything, even still we feel that we are physically fit. So it is not that. So we see a good number of people, good number of youngsters also involving in various physical activities and keeping themselves as physically fit. So only when we are physically fit we can focus on other things. Otherwise we will be not be able to focus, whether it is education, whether it is job, whether it is family, whether it is friends. All this comes only when you are physically fit, when you are healthy. Otherwise you cannot enjoy all these things, right? So it is overall we need to be physically fit, physically healthy to be happy, right? So we have to be happy always. That's why we have to be physically fit. Avoid health issues when you are having good physical fitness. You don't get any other health issues. So I have observed personally, I have seen many youngsters get into various health issues. Health issues, yes, because of not giving much focus on health. Obesity, overweight, heart problems, liver problems, kidney problems, even at a very young age, at the age of 20, at the age of 25, or even below that, right? People have health issues. Why? Why it is? They are not giving much concentration on the health. So you need to focus on it. Is very, very important. It is actually a responsibility of every individual to be physically healthy. So we need to avoid these health issues, then only we can be happy always. So it is about having good health. So that's why we have avoid stress. Are we happy? Are we stress free when we have any health problems? Hmm? When we are sick, just a fever, just observe what is your state of mind when you are having cold, right? Sneezing, or it may be fever. That is a normal thing. So normal thing that comes to everybody. During that 3 4 days, what is your state of mind? What is your state of mind? You feel like sitting somewhere or lying, right? You don't feel like going out. You don't feel like speaking to someone. Your mind is dull. You are stressed a little bit, right? So what about other major ailments if it happens, right? You are not at all happy. You are stressed. You you cannot live happily. So to avoid stress, you have to think early itself. You don't think you have to think, after some time, after 2 years, after 3 years, or when I come to the middle age, I'll start, or when I have some problem, then I will think about physical fitness. No, it is not. It is the right time. Every day, maybe some half an hour, 45 minutes, or 1 hour, you have to spend on yourself, on your maintaining the physical health, right? Ultimately, it is to be happy. So without physical health, you cannot progress in life. It will be a hurdle. It will be a hurdle. Without physical fitness, you cannot focus on progress. If, say, at your age now, the progress is that your education. You have to go to a college, you have to get the education. Suppose if you are not healthy, how will you go? You will be always, thinking about the health, managing the health, taking medicine, going to hospitals. So you get deviated. You cannot focus on the studies. So I'm talking about the progress at your age, right? So it is there for everyone at every level. So for a student, keeping physically fit means he can focus on his studies well. Suppose if he is not keeping his physical fitness, then he cannot focus on his studies, right? So he cannot progress, he cannot go to that level, he cannot get graduated, he cannot get further studies, he cannot go to a job, right? Unless you do proper your degree courses, unless you involve yourself in various academic and non curricular activities, you will not progress, right? Progress is important. So that is at your age I'm talking about. Suppose after degree, after your education, again you need to have a good health, you need to do your work, you need to join a job, you need to continue work there, right? So progress, to be, to grow, to have the progress in life, you need to have the physical fitness. Be healthy, enjoy the life. You have the only one life. Enjoy the life in terms of getting proper education, earning, having a good career, having your own family, celebrating life, right? Enjoy life is in that sense. I don't mean enjoy, many people have a misconception, enjoy life is something like having alcohol or cigarette and things like that. Not that. That is just temporary and actually damages your health. So why we say alcohol consumption or drinking or any other habits, bad habits? So people think enjoy means that. So they give a wrong meaning to it. Enjoy the life means that. Partying, yes. Okay. Socializing is different, right? So you should not be doing anything that harms your health. So that's why alcohol consumption is considered as not good because it is going to damage the liver. Smoking, the lungs, or tobacco in any other form is not good. Tobacco can lead to cancer. Alcohol consumption will damage the liver. So these are against being healthy. So enjoy life is in the sense you get proper education, you do something great in your life. In that process, you are enjoying your life. So in that sense, we cannot enjoy the life without being healthy. Have a great career, obviously. Without health, you cannot do a good job because you will have to take, if people are not healthy, they will have to take rest, they will have to take leave, they cannot focus on the work, they'll be thinking more about their health, right? So it is not that we have to wait for doing something to be healthy. After some time, it is every day you can do something, right? Being responsible. So being healthy is not an option actually. It is not an option. It is the responsibility of every individual. It is the first foremost responsibility. So if you are not taking care of your health, is that you are irresponsible. So who can be responsible for your health? It is you, yourself. You cannot blame on your friends, the parents, or anybody else for not being healthy. It is you are doing that contributes to being healthy or not. So it is your responsibility. Then you have other responsibilities, right? So the first and foremost responsibility of you is to be healthy. But We know this. I'm sure that you know many of these things what I have told now. Many of the others also know it, but majority of us don't do this. Why? Why we don't do? Why we don't focus much on our health? We become busy and do our work. It may be going to college, or it may be going to work, or it is about family. So like this, we don't give much importance to our health. Why is that? We normally give a reason that I don't have time, I am busy, I have college, I have exams, I have internals, I have to study. That is a common reason that we excuse that we may get from the student age people like you. Or if it is some people who are working, if we are busy in the work, we don't have time. Early morning I have to go to the office, evening I come late, I don't have time. If it is a homemaker, they'll tell I have to look after children, I have to cook, right? This is a common reason that everybody gives. Why is that? So it is nothing but poor time management. So if you are not giving time for yourself, then who you are going to give? If you are not giving time for your health, then what you can do? It is not. We are not asking, say, keeping healthy. It is not taking more than 1 hour per day. We have 24 hours. Still, we see good number of people focus on their health, do you know give a lot of importance to their health, and they are leading a happy, successful, progressive life, right? It is about our poor management that we start giving that I am busy. They give a common reason: I am busy, so I cannot do this, I cannot do exercise. So here physical fitness, we mean some exercises, physical exercises, right? Or in some sports, I'll tell you that in the coming slides what do we need to do to keep our physical fitness to be healthy. So what is that we are going to do, right? So normal reason that we give to ourselves is that we don't have time. That is actually we are not able to manage our time, right? So time management itself is a topic, separate topic. So where you do all the things that you are supposed to do by giving some priority. Priority, first priority, second priority, third priority. Based on the priority, you start doing the things. The most important thing you give first priority. Most important and urgent things you give the first priority, and so on. First, second, third, you list down and go on doing things. So that you need to analyze and start doing things, then you will get more time. Look, we say we don't have time, but at the same time the people who are more busy than us do many things than us. Is it not? You might have seen people in your school days, right? College days, you might have seen your own classmates. Some people are able to do many things than you. They are good at sports, they are good at studies, they are good at extracurricular cultural activities. But you find that why I am not able to do, I don't get sufficient time. How is that he is doing? It is that he is able to manage his time better than you. It is nothing but he is giving priorities for the things that he is doing, right? So that is what is called as time management. And normally these days, there is one major reason why we don't get sufficient time is the social media. We spend a lot of time on social media. The time that is spent on social media is very high. I have seen, observed students, when I interact with the students, I ask how much time you give on social media. People say that I spend 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours in the social media. When do you do that? They come to the college in the evening after 5 o'clock. They sit in front of the system or mobile phones till late night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. They are spending time on social media. So is it? right? Will it contribute anything to your physical health? Will it lead to happiness? Momentary you feel by seeing WhatsApp message or Instagram, you feel that yes, I am happy. But after that, what happens? You just think about the time that you spend on social media. What is that? 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours? What you have done? Is there is any value addition to you? Is there is any value addition? Has it contributed anything to you? Professionally, can you do something, good, better job because of seeing WhatsApp messages or Instagram? No. What we are, no, majority of the time we are wasting with this time. We are wasting lot of time on social media. So I don't mean that social media is useless. You can use these tools for improving your skills. Yes, obviously now you are looking at your mobile phones or systems. Through that only we can connect. Yes, this is the right way to gain knowledge, to upgrade your skills. You can use these technologies, but not for having uh, just for some entertainment. Yes, entertainment also is necessary, but how much time you're spending on entertainment, how much time you're spending on knowledge, how much time you're spending on skill development, that should be managed by you, each and everyone. Somebody else cannot do that. Your parents may be able to monitor you till certain age, but after that it is you who have to do it. So social media technology in that way, in some extent, it has done. It is really good if you are using it in the right way. But otherwise, we can see there is more depression. Depression. This is a word that is very common these days. There are many cases people who have done suicides, depression because of overexposure to social media. They are not happy. Actually, they start doing this because thinking that they get happiness, but actually they are losing their happiness through social media and more exposure to uh, the internet and social media, right? Then what else? Bad habits. There are this social media is also too much exposure, too much usage of social media is also included as bad habits. Then we see smoking. So over a period of time, smoking has come down, but still some people go to start doing smoking, alcohol. All this leads to your bad health. At a young age, you may not realize it, but it becomes very dangerous as the age passes. Gutka consumption, any form of tobacco consumption, bad food, overeating, too much sweets, too much food is also not good. The right quantity of food is important. So, very bad food habits, lack of motivation. First of all, there should be a motivation to do something. So here, we're talking about physical health. If you are not motivated to keep your health, then it is lack of motivation. So motivation comes within. It is not, motivation is not from outside, right? It is not your parents may tell, teachers may tell, that is external. Okay, the motivation should be internal. It is an internal drive that makes you do something. So today you are sitting here for the induction program. That is your internal motivation. It is not somebody has forced you. It is the internal motivation has made you to sit, is it not? So similarly, it is that you have to be motivated to do something, some physical activity, so that it leads to good health. So lack of motivation is another reason why people don't do this. Lack of direction. People don't have the direction. What they have to do in their life, right? Just like that, time is passing, time is moving on. They don't know what to do. What to do, what not to do is not there. The direction is not there. Again, the direction, who has to give? You have to give. The support may come from your parents, support may come from your friends, support may come from your other people, your relatives or so. So you don't know what to do in your life. You don't know why you have joined the education. You don't know why you are doing something. That is lack of direction. So who can have the direction for our life? It is we ourselves. So when do you get a direction? When you have a goal in life. You need to have a goal. What you want to do in your life after 5 years, after 10 years, what you want to be. Who can tell it? It is you have to tell it. You have to define your goal in life. So when you have the goal, you get the direction. So when you know where to reach, then you know how to reach it, right? How to achieve it. So you have to put all your efforts to achieve that. So the direction is self-direction. But if you don't know, you can always take the assistance of your teachers or faculties or parents. But that question has to be asked by you. You have to ask them what I am supposed to do after my education, what I have to do for my living, which is better to me, which education is good for me. You have to ask. If you don't know, then you get a direction. But many people don't do these things because they lack direction. They don't know what to do. So I am talking about the physical fitness, physical health here. What to do? So what we mean here? What then? What to do to maintain the physical health? Develop a hobby which involves physical activity. So I'm sure people have some hobby. So hobby is not that browsing internet, watching WhatsApp messages, chatting. All this is not that hobby. Yes, hobby in that sense, yes, you need to have some time allotted, half an hour, 1 hour, half an hour to 1 hour. I don't think it's not an addiction of social media, right? Half an hour to 1 hour is okay. It's healthy. It's good to have friends and friend circle. Yes, but more than that is very dangerous. Exposure to social media more than 1 hour per day, then it is going to be destruction in your life, right? So develop a hobby which involves physical activity. So do something, say some sports. It may be cricket, it may be football, it may be tennis, any sort of sports. Develop it as a hobby. Swimming, running, cycling. There are so many options, right? So involve something that is giving good exercises to your body. Some develop. It may be any sports, as I said. So there is a lot of sports option which involves physical movement of your body parts, right? So that type of sports. Chess is also good. Chess are the sports which has some work to your mind, that is good for your mind. But at the same time, there should be some physical activity. Okay, going to gym is a good idea. Going to gym, reducing the fat or building your muscles is a good idea. But only thing is, you have to continue it. If you do gym for some time and leave, it may again accumulate fat, and it may not be very healthy option. Many people join physical fitness centers and they do it for 1 year, a few months, and then they leave it. That is not a good idea. You need to continue it, right? Maybe something gardening some involves some physical activity that can be done. I see youngsters getting involved in gardening. They that's they give lots of physical activity, and also lot of peace of mind, stress release, all that thing helps. Swimming, as I said, is a very good physical activity to build your physical fitness. People can do yoga. Yoga is a very good option, right? I'll tell about something more about yoga. Okay, so I have talked about physical fitness. Is just a physical activity or fitness is sufficient? Is it just sufficient, or should be there more than that? Is it sufficient, or should be more than that? So you see this, I'm sure you know about him, Sushant Singh Rajput, right? So recently he was in news. Recently people, he was in news. Why? He did suicide. So do you think he was not physically fit? Do you think he was physically fit? No. He was physically fit, right? But still, why he was not happy in his life? Why? Why he did suicide? Why did he do suicide? Huh? Because he was not happy, right? He was not happy. That is what we want in life. Being physically fit and not being happy is not we don't want. We don't want that life. But you can see him. He was so successful. He was good actor, and he obviously come from a very middle class family, and he reached that position as a celebrity, an icon, a famous actor, right? He was successful in his life, but personal life he was not happy. That's why he did that. That's why he ended his life. So just being physical fit is not sufficient. We need something more. We need something more, right? Do you know this person? Who is this? His name is, I don't know whether you know, because he's world famous, but now he's not much in news. If you people in 1990s and 2000 people know him. He was the world champion in the boxing, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was, he still, nobody has bet his broken his record of boxing. Majority of his competitions he has won in few seconds. In few But why I am talking here is, look, he was so successful. Everybody knows about him. Even today, when you type Mike Tyson, you get a lot of news and pictures about him. Many people, even you people, may be knowing, even though you might have just born or not born in those days, but you know him. Why? Because he's created history. But is it a lifestyle that we can imitate? He was obviously he was is that it is because they are searching for happiness. They are looking for happiness, right? So the happiness they did not get by being physically fit. They did not get by being popular. They did not get by making money. It was something else. So there are so many people we can list down, right? This is just two examples, right? There are so many examples you can look into where people become so popular, people become so successful, become wealthy, they have a lot of money, but they are not happy. They get into wrong things, maybe drugs or some other things, which is totally wrong. So what ultimately this boxer, he was a multimillionaire and he became bankrupt. He became bankrupt. That means he lost all his money can just imagine. Donald Trump was his manager. Can you imagine? Today, what we see the American president Donald Trump was Mike Tyson's manager once. But where is Mike Tyson now, and where is Donald Trump? Right? So that is the change. That is the difference. So why are we unhappy? It is that we are not giving that much importance to our mind. We are not giving. We may give importance to our physical fitness, but we don't give importance to our mind. So there is nature, this mind. Everything we do, it is our mind only. Everything that matters is our mind. What is our nature of mind? Always it thinks about future or past. It thinks about future or past. So when we think future or past, we are not that happy. Future, we keep on worrying. What will happen? Past, we may repent. Oh, I did that. I should have not done that. Right? I should have performed better. So this way we think, right? And our mind normally doubts the positivity. If somebody says, hey, you are very good, you do a good dance, then we doubt it. Right? But somebody says something negative, that you will catch. Somebody says that, hey, you're not performed well, you're not performing, your dance was not good. If somebody tells you, immediately catch it, right? That is our nature of mind. So we have to train our mind. So we need to control our mind to be happy. How to control our mind? The mind and the breath has a direct control. Breathing, through breathing, you can control your mind. Breathing, there is a systematic breathing called as pranayama. Breathing. It is our ancient knowledge of breathing properly. Majority of the diseases can be eliminated through proper breathing. We are not using our full lung capacity. You know that we are not using our full lung capacity. We just use 30 to 40% of lung capacity only. So if you are able to breathe properly, then majority of the health problems can be eliminated. 70 to 80% of the health problems can be eliminated just by proper breathing. That is deep breaths. So breathing pranayama is nothing but deep breath. There are different types of pranayama. When you are in the college, maybe physically we can work on this. We can, so now in the online, yes, we can do it, but we have certain limitations here. We can learn how to do the proper breathing, right? Or if you get some people around you who know about it, you can learn from them. Though online tutorials will be available on YouTube or some other sources, but always I recommend that you go to a person who knows it better than learning through YouTube or some other online modes, right? If you're in the college, when you come to offline classes, maybe we can think of, we have a yoga center here, so we can work on it. There are some students who are knowing about this, so we can get together and we can do this. Okay, it does not take a lot of time, maybe 15 minutes per day. If you are able to do proper breathing, then you have a more control over your mind. Researchers have found that when you regularly do this breathing, you your brain power increases. The gray matter in the brain increases through proper pranayama and meditation. So it is all about how to have your mind control. It is through your okay, it is through your proper breathing and meditation you can have a more control over your mind. You can be happy always. So happiness is not outside. It is not in the physical things. It is not in a iPhone. It is not in an iPad. It is not in a brand new car. It is inside. It is within you. So you need to realize that. So that is by doing regular breathing, proper breathing, and meditation. We can realize that. So that is the importance of this. Okay. There are sources of energy. So we need to increase our energy. So there are few sources of energy. What are that? Where do you get the energy from? Where do we get the energy from? One is food. Another one is good sleep, good rest, good sleep. Third one is breathing. Through breathing, you get energy, right? Then calm state of mind. Calm state of mind. So these are the four sources of energy: food, breathing, rest, and calm state of mind. So you need to focus on these things to be happy, right? So I have touched upon yoga here. So what is or why yoga? What is yoga? Yoga is a lifestyle. It is not just an exercise. It is not a physical exercise. Many people have a misconception. Yoga is something physical exercise like walking, jogging, running, swimming, and all. No, it is a lifestyle. Apart from the few stretches and postures of yoga, you have more to do with the food, the more to do with your lifestyle. So it's a complete lifestyle. It's called as yoga. So again, here we cannot do some of the exercises or yoga stretches. So that when you are coming to college, you can do that here. So I can now touch upon the meaning why we have to do yoga or what is yoga. Yoga, as I said, is a lifestyle to improve our life. Say whatever we have touched upon to be healthy, to be have a healthy mind, to be happy. So all that can be achieved through yoga. Sources of energy I have already spoken. So sources of energy, as I said, food is one of the important thing that we neglect normally. We need to have the right food. Food. What is the right food? That we'll talk. Food and mind is related. The type of food that we take influences our mind, thought. Do you know that? Have you ever thought about it? You just see you have a heavy breakfast. Heavy breakfast. How is your state of mind? Can you sit in the class? Heavy breakfast, heavy lunch. You have a lunch in the marriage function, lot of sweets, heavy lunch. Can you sit in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the class? Can you have attention? No, you cannot focus on the class, is it not? That means it has influenced your mind. So whatever food that we take influences our mind and thought process. So we need to give attention to the food that we take or consume, right? So we'll talk about it. I said about pranayama and meditation also. So this adds to our better healthy mind. Pranayama and meditation is very important for our healthy mind to be happy. So what food that we are talking about? The right food. There is broadly we can have classify as healthy and unhealthy food, junk food, and the food that is the right food. You can see here picture on the left side is junk food that we normally there is a trend. Indians we consider to have the right food earlier. Even now, to some extent, we have that right food in our houses. Now, in this pandemic, everybody we have suffered a lot through this pandemic, right? The COVID-19, such a big ups and down it has created in everybody's life. Can you relate something to this food here? So if you see the infection rate and death rate across the globe, take the uh, statistics or the numbers of death rate and infection rate to other countries, India is not that high. India, we still no, the infection rate is comparatively less than say European countries or American countries. Why is that? Did the virus understand that it is Indians, so we should not infect? Is it because of that? No. Indians, it is because of better food that we consume, the right food that we consume compared to Europeans. It does not mean that we are perfect in our food habits. No, I don't mean that. I will tell you about it. Indians, we have a better immunity compared to other Europeans or Americans or other countries. Okay, so we have a better even if COVID-19, majority of us, if it is infected, it can be asymptomatic. You cannot see the symptoms of the virus infection. Why? Because we still consume turmeric, ginger, or spices in our food. We have that in Indian food, food, food. But whereas in the Western countries, they have more food that is junk food. It may be chocolates, it may be sugar, syrup, it may be soft drinks, it may be pizzas, bread, cheese. All these are considered junk food, which reduces your immunity, right? So that's why the people are obese there, overweight, and they have less immunity power. Though we call them as developed countries, but in terms of the food habits, they are poor. But in India, do we give importance to that? Though it has been our tradition, but what we do, we still prefer junk food, right? We love to go to a pizza corner, Pizza Hut, Domino's pizza, and have pizza. We love to have cakes. We love to have soft drinks. Is it not? Are we aware of that? What we are consuming? Once in a while, it is not a issue. Okay, once in a week you are consuming, no problem. But regularly having it, every day having a pizza, or most of the day you prefer pizza or noodles, which is made out of maida. Maida sugar is considered very dangerous to our life. Cancer is directly related to sugar. The more that sugar we take, it is influences it can increase the chances of cancer over a period of time. So we need to reduce this intake of junk food. So healthy food is fresh vegetables and the right spices considered as healthy food. Fast food is considered as junk food, which is not healthy. So you can avoid it, you can minimize it, you have to increase the healthy food to keep our mind healthy, right? To be happy. So junk food leads to obesity, increase in weight, diabetes, heart problem, sluggishness, high cholesterol, addiction, illness, depression. So all this is outcome of junk food. Healthy food, you are more healthy, you have more energy, brain fitness, good memory, positive mood, overall health, happy life. You can see this. What to do? So finally, I'll touch upon what we actually have to do. We need to minimize. So this is my observation. The youngsters, majority, I'm not telling everybody, but majority of them use lot of gadgets. That is cell phone, especially. They uh, they use lot of social media, WhatsApp or Instagram or any other latest technology. They spend a lot of time. So spending half an hour to 1 hour may not be that problematic or addiction, but more than that, I will call it as addiction that is equivalent or more harmful than tobacco or alcohol. It's more dangerous than that. It leads to more of depression. So you need to come out. If you find difficult to come out of that, you have to speak to some of your faculty members or your parents. You have to speak to them. Game, especially there are certain online games which is very dangerous. People get addicted to it and they spend a lot of time on that. So you need to minimize on that. Take help from others, your family members or teachers if you are finding difficult to come out of it. So minimize the use of gadgets. But for education purpose, if you have to use all these gadgets, especially in such lockdown situations, you have to use, that is different, right? Have a goal in life, what you are supposed to do. You may tell that I want to do engineering. Yes, after engineering, what is that you want to aim at? Have a goal in life that gives you a direction, right, to do things. Otherwise you become directionless, you don't know what you're doing every day, why you are coming to college, why you are coming doing something you don't know. Have a goal in life, manage your time. Whatever time that you have, it should be managed. We see many people do so many things, but at the same time many people cannot do so many things in the same time. Everybody gets 24 hours. How you manage it depends on you. So manage your time. Do a first Give first priority for the most important and more urgent works. So you have to list it in that order and go on doing things like that. Have a good sleep. You need to have a good sleep at your age. Maybe 6 to 7 hours of good sleep, sound sleep is very important. So that is another side effect of gadget usage. If you see too much of uh, mobile phones, you will not get good sleep, that you might have observed. So you need to minimize that to have a good sleep. Good sleep is very important for our mental health. Have the right food. So right food I have already spoken about. Sufficient water consumption. So water, having right quantity of water eliminates many of your toxins from the body and thereby making you more healthy. And water, when I say water, it should be warm water. It's not cold water. Cold is not very good for health. Cold water or cold food is not good for health. You need to have warm water, at least warm. I don't mean hot water. Hot water, if you can consume, it is excellent. But uh, at least room temperature water you have to consume. That especially in water consumption, you have to consume water in the early in the morning when you get up. After freshening up, you have to sit and have 1 to 2 glasses of water in the morning in the empty stomach. This will increase your health. This will be very beneficial for your health. So maybe to 1 to 2 liters of water every day you need to consume. uh, so that will increase your health. Help others. So when you are responsible on your health, you take care of yourself, you are healthy, you are happy, help others. So that contributes a lot to your happiness. Assist people who are in problem. So now you're all in terms of different ways you can help them. So that gives lot of happiness. Pray to God. So whichever God that you believe in, every day do prayers. So that gives a lot of strength to your mind. God gives a lot of direction. So that is very very important. So these are a few things that I felt that I have to share with you all. So I hope you liked it and enjoyed the topic. Be grateful. Yes, be grateful to whatever you have got. So you're all very lucky people to be born in India, especially in India, and having a great family. So if you don't have a great family, you would have not joined in an engineering program. So you have a lot of supporting family, right? And as I said, India, we are still, even in spite of this pandemic, we are not that much problematic. Whereas in America, the number of infection is increasing, people are getting hospitalized, but still in India we are still not that much. We are coming to normal now, right? In that sense, in that case, you can see we are so grateful. You are so grateful to be born in this time period where there is a lot of opportunities for education, for job, and so many other things, right? In so many ways, you see, uh, and just see that you are breathing, right now you are breathing, you are sitting in chair, you are watching a mobile phone. That itself you have to be grateful for. How many people are in the hospitals? At a very young age, people are in hospitals, right? We are breathing. So that for that we need to be grateful for the Almighty, right? So in that way, if you see, we should be grateful for so many things. So with this, I conclude my discussion and wish you all the very best for your coming days. Thank you, one and all.